I just read Foundryside. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, book nerds. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel. I just read Foundryside. I jumped into the chasm of this world, and let me tell you, I love it. I love this world. Everything about it. The voice of the main protagonist is fantastic. Really reminds me of Brandon Sanderson's writing. It's really engaging. I'm gonna read all three of these books. I'm almost done with book two. It's a great world. The magic system, I think that's what's really has pulled me in. Is this really unique magic system, and I absolutely love it, called scribing, where you can etch these scribings onto items and it makes them do different things, and you can scribe people, and it's just like really interesting. The history of their magic system goes way back to the beginning. I absolutely love it. It's a delightful story. It's fun. It's really fun. The plot is great. There's some great twists. There's turns. There's things that happen that you don't see happening. And it's even endorsed by Brandon Sanderson, which makes complete sense because it feels like the lightness of Skyward Flight. It feels really just easy to get into, easy to read, almost effortless. I almost say, besides that, I absolutely just enjoy this book. 5 stars. I mean, it's out of this world. I absolutely love it. Robert Jackson Bennett is he's great. He's penned a really engaging world. So Sansia is the main character. I really like her. She's your typical teenager with how she acts and responds to people. Everything's a big life-changing event, which makes sense because everything is a big life-changing event in her world, because it's a crappy world. It's not a good one. Her particularly being an ex-slave is really bad, but how she handles situations, not quite how a normal teenager would handle situations. I think a normal teenager would be catatonic going through all these things that she's going through. So she handles them very well. She's a thief. She's got these great skill sets that have to do with the magic system that she doesn't realize have to do with the magic system. And it just unfolds for her through her eyes. It's great to see the world how she sees the world. It's a whole society with economic statuses and keeping people down. She's digging her way out of that economic status and becoming something great. To come above what has been done so many times before and to find something fresh and new is not easy to do. Robert Jackson Bennett did a good job with that. It's fantastic. I absolutely loved it. There are some things that I didn't really think worked really well and some things that were stale, but I'm not going to talk about that because they're so slight compared to all the things that really worked. The dialogue was great. Finding a good voice for all the individual characters is a skill that not a lot of people have, but he did a great job in doing that. There's one character in here who is just absolutely perfection. Adds so much humor to the story, which makes me really want to compare it to Skyward, to Mbot from Skyward. It's really what it reminds me of. So if you want complex characters, if you want a fun fantasy world, if you want a great magic system, one that you haven't heard about before, one that hasn't been done to death, if you want a book that works really well with all these components added together, read Foundryside. You will not be sorry. And read fantasy.